guy just crashed into the house right here.
You can't park the car there, man.
The negative stereotypes of Black Americans. Right.
You don't want to live.
There you go, drug dealers. Say it. Just you can be comfortable. Yeah, ain't nobody is gonna be mad at you.
I don't want Africa united. It's working. It's not broke. Why would you want to fix it?
Come on.
When you put the camera up, man, I just missed it. This guy just crashed into the house right here.
You can't park the car there, man. You cannot park there.
I'm glad he didn't hit nobody, but how did he crash? There was no other cars on the street.
You cannot park the car there. You can't park there.
That's crazy. I'm glad he crashed on this side and not this side, man. Hey, well, thank God he didn't hit nobody. I think he just hit the gate too, but that's crazy. It's too early to be that drunk, man. He was the only car on the street.
Exactly.
Right, what was you?
Who are you dodging for?
That's what I'm saying. I'm glad nobody got hurt, though. That's crazy. Right. We got a mechanic right here if you need it. Jesus. So that's why you supposed to. I don't be trying to record every moment, but I should have had the camera out because he just crashed like 10 seconds ago. And this was like 12 o'clock. It ain't even that late in the evening.
It's too early to be doing
that
much mistakes, man.
Yeah, that's a beautiful picture.
Why not so black?
Kijk een beetje naar weg, kijk nog zie ze zoals wat ik niet, nee.
Why you park the car there?
Sorry.
In the living room.
In the living room.
No, they actually wanted to go there. They just made it like a.
Ah, je die mensen van die barak
So, bro on the grill showing his skills.
Sorry, yes, sir.
We ain't gonna talk about what happened a minute ago. We're gonna keep it.
I got my shit going on.
Keep that between us. But check them out.
Look now.
They're snapping.
Yeah.
All this is like beef and steak.
It's like beef, mainly beef. Chill on the grill. Right now we're chilling.
I got some
type of beer.
I got some chicken. This my first, and then you know they got the local beer. They got the wind hope. You know what I'm saying? And then this is my little light plate. I'm taking it easy at first, man. I might try a little of the beef, but yeah, we just getting started, man, with the party after the baptism. And it's funny because they a lot like black people in America, man, because Wilma was like, it's 1 o'clock, everybody ain't here yet. I'm like, black people don't come on time. Like, you say 1, that means 2, 3, maybe 4 o'clock. But nah, we just getting started, man. It's pretty chill. Bro just showed me around, took me on a little tour of the neighborhood. I met, what was your man's name?
Fatty.
Fatty.
He's a skinny nigga, but we call him Fatty.
Yeah, the original OG Fatty from around the corner. So nah, we just cooling right now, man. I'm about to eat this plate though. This plate number 2. Thank you, Wilma. She just served me. We sitting down to eat, so pretty much everybody is here now. I guess I'll show y'all the spread, you know. It's funny too, cause some of this is similar to like Black American food, man. It's like barbecue. They done grilled the meat. They got salad. That's potato salad, right? Potato salad. The only thing I would say that I don't recognize is the way that they cook this chicken, because we eat a lot of chicken, but you said it's Oshiwambo chicken? What makes it Oshiwambo? How do you all cook it that makes it Oshiwambo?
Because we are bamboo.
Right. But how do you season it up? You know what I mean? Like, what do you do that's...
It's a different one than that one.
I see.
Even the way it is like when it's live.
Yeah.
There's a difference.
Okay.
Free range like that.
Yeah, she called it marathon chicken a minute ago. But I'm saying even the color, like, is that turmeric or you don't want... I guess maybe they don't want to tell me. They don't want to tell me the secrets of the Oshiwambo chicken, man. But it's some kind of seasoning or something they doing that it got a whole nother color. They say it got a different flavor. I see a bay leaf in there. Like, yeah, this is different. Well, I'm gonna try that too then. This will be my first taste of Oshiwambo chicken then.
Say Oshiwambo again.
Oshiwambo. They always making fun of my accent, man. But real quick, man, I ain't gonna keep the camera out. I just want to thank the family again for having me, man. Everybody been cool, very loving. Even though this one, she think I'm a fraud and I ain't really American. And this one want to debate me about racism in America, but it's still love, you know. Good people, and then shout out to everybody in the cut in the corner, you know. But yeah, man, I'm about to eat, so I'm gonna put the camera away. So let me ask you first, what's your name? Natusha?
Atushe.
Atushe. I like that, okay.
Like all of us.
Yeah. Alright, I'm just met my young brother, the young prince, Atushe. And we was talking about America, and I just wanted to ask them, like, what is their perception of Black Americans? Because you've never been to America, right? So you've only seen Black Americans on like TV and music and all of that? Okay, good. So you tell me, what is your opinion or what you think about Black America from what you see on media? And you could be honest, you know what I'm saying? If it's bad, whatever.
Black people are cool.
Okay.
Funny.
That's right, that's right.
Yeah. Just like Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart, yeah. He a funny guy, true. And what about you? What you think about Black Americans? Nothing. Well, like I say, a lot of times I've met people who think that because they see movies and TV and they only show us negatively, they believe that about us. They think we lazy. I hear that a lot. They say, oh, now she's saying, yeah, she agreeing with me now. They say we lazy. They all drug dealers and gangbangers and gangsters and all of that, which some of us are. You know, it's not like none of us are like that, but the majority of us are not like that, man. So.
You only can tell me about Puff Daddy. What's the story about that?
Oh my God.
That doesn't make any sense.
It makes sense to me. I never thought he was a good guy, personally.
Yes, it just makes sense. But how come the whole America is ruled by one person? Like.
Yeah, that's. You're not lying. I felt like that. You know Bill Cosby?
Yeah.
When that happened to Bill Cosby, that's how I felt. Because
That's the one thing that it can happen, yes, but if literally like everybody wants to happen, this one happened, this one.
yeah, a lot of those I think are lies and they just want money, you know.
But do you feel it made him like get famous or be famous?
No,
I think he took advantage of his money and his status.
and this culture, whatever.
Yeah. And he took advantage of people, unfortunately.
It's like a family thing. You become rich, your music will go, or your movies will go to another.
Well, I think he was a bad person to begin with. And when you a bad person that gets money, it just makes you an even worse person, you know?
Yeah, whatever is happening in America, just
But I don't agree with that. With Bill Cosby, I feel like they kind of set that brother up. Puffy, he did that. R. Kelly, he really did that. R. Kelly is from my city, from Chicago. So I remember being in school and they banned him from the school because he kept coming up to the school trying to meet like high school girls. So they was like, you are not allowed to come here anymore. This was years before the scandal and all of that. So yeah, some of them actually do that stuff. But like I say for the record, I don't think Bill Cosby did that. I think they tried to take the brother down. You know.
this casting was very nice. I
Yeah.
used to love his series or whatever.
The Cosby Show.
I used to love the show.
He put a lot of money in black schools. He made some of the most influential like black culture with TV shows and showing a good black father when they didn't even want to show any black fathers on TV then. So yeah, they tried to set him up, but P. Diddy is guilty.
Yeah, he is guilty. What I don't understand is like the entire black American people, the famous one, a lot of them, whatever they got, why is the only one who can make a show like party literally every Grammy or every year? Why?
You saying like why they in the news for crime every year?
No, like he had those famous parties.
Okay.
After parties.
That is why it happened was
Yeah.
his party.
Right.
Only his parties.
I don't think it was only his parties, but he got caught. It's white people that make parties like that all the time, like Weinstein, Epstein. That's normal in that area, like Hollywood, and when you got a lot of money. But the perception is, let's put a black person as the face of this. Even though a lot of white people do it and have done it for years, when a black person gets caught doing it, then it blows up, and then you all hear about it over here.
Yeah, but he did it for so long that the people he did this to.
Some of them are even bigger than him.
Yeah.
Like they were already rich. What they want.
But who? Because the ones I know, they weren't rich in the beginning. I know they said like, what's the boy, the white boy, what's his name? The singer? Justin Bieber? Yeah.
There's no way. He had money way before.
He is young.
Nah.
A lot.
When he first started going to Diddy parties, he was a kid. He was young.
He was a kid.
Usher introduced him.
He was at those parties.
He was.
Yes.
Will Smith's son.
I loved him.
I mean, you can still love him, but
He got married, so you know.
oh, you like him for real.
I was in primary school and
I don't know why they like this untalented white boy so much, man. What is it about Justin Bieber?
no, he had a hold on teenage girls. It was a crazy time to be alive.
I don't get it.
I think it was the hate thing also.
I'm not a teenage girl, so maybe I wouldn't understand, but I don't get it, man. Okay, that's funny. None of them, I guess maybe they was trying to be nice. They ain't say all the negative stuff I said, but when I said it, they agreed. So you all see that
About what?
the negative stereotypes of black Americans.
Of course, you know.
Right.
You don't want to work.
There you go, drug dealers. Say it. Just, you can be comfortable. Yeah, ain't nobody is gonna be mad at you. One of the reasons that I'm here, just like they only show you the worst of us, they only show us the worst of you.
Yeah, we're poor. We have diseases.
So that's why so many black Americans are ignorant about Africa, because they only show us like the village or the animals. So that's why I'm here to show like it's more than just that here. Just like I'm trying to teach you that it's more to American than what you see on the screen.
My argument?
We not going back. We ain't going back into that again.
You didn't want to hear me.
I listen to you. I just don't agree with you.
You didn't let me finish.
Okay, go ahead.
No, but we're done.
Oh, okay, good. Because I don't want to go through that again, man. It's no problem disagreeing, but I'm just telling you, as a person that lived there, it's not like what you think. Just like it's not like what I thought here until I came here.
What did you think?
I wasn't sure what to think because I had never been here. But to be honest, my first trip to Africa, I went to Ethiopia. And when I landed, I was just like, I don't know what to expect. It's like, am I going to land in, like it's going to be a bunch of buildings downtown? Is it going to be in the middle of nowhere? I don't know. And then when I looked out the window of the plane, I'm like, no, they got a city and it's different, but it's the same as where I come from. The perception is bad because they don't show us none of that. So I'm trying to show that, you know, to my viewers right now. But all right, good. I'm glad y'all told the truth. The last thing I'm gonna ask, and I'm gonna put the camera away. Am I the first Black American y'all met in real life? Okay. Y'all too?
I've only met the white ones.
No.
Yeah, well, the white ones, I said Black American. We ain't talking about the white people over there. Yeah, forget the white people though. We talking about Black Americans. I'm the first one?
Who was here? Second.
Second? Who was the first you met?
You yourself, more money.
You a Black American? Okay.
Who was here for the show? They're always coming here for singing.
Oh.
Was it yours?
Omari.
Oh, like musicians? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're always coming here sometimes. Who was here for?
But you know, those celebrities too, I mean like just regular Black people, not nobody that's rich or famous. Hopefully I can show them a different side to Black Americans, just like they showing y'all a different side to what they show us of Africa. So I guess I'm gonna put the camera up, man. I ain't trying to record everything. Gonna chill and enjoy the family, enjoy the food. And my first taste of this marathon chicken, in my opinion, man, I don't know, some of us Black Americans, we must have some Oshiwambo roots because that tastes very familiar how they seasoned it. It's not very different. So I like that. You can taste the difference from the one that they put on the grill. So the Braai chicken, it got a different flavor. She called it marathon chicken because she say it live a rough life running around. So it's a little tougher, but it's good. It's seasoned well. They marinated. It's fire. But it remind me of the crib. It tastes like back home. Having a conversation about the most widely spoken African language and what should be the language for the continent. So we were saying Swahili. The brother right here said he don't know about Swahili. He wants something else. So what language you think is better? African language for us to speak.
I think like every African country should, whatever is like dominating your country in Africa. True. Right? Because a lot of people don't understand that within Africa there's a lot of countries, right? And we are very different.
Right.
Right? And so for me it's like whatever is dominating your country, let that
Communicating with each other.
Right, across the continent.
across the country. We have translators for that. We don't need.
Oh man, nah.
I'm sorry, we don't need, because I'm not Swahilian. I have no. What is the proper?
But you're not English either.
I'm not, but I know how to speak English. So for me and my child to speak Swahili, from me also at this age, I have to learn Swahili.
We are going back to that point where we just discussed.
Right.
We are saying, what if you didn't know how to speak English and then you had a choice? Yeah. You would be there like, no, the oppressor's language over an African language.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm tired of speaking the oppressor's language, man. I don't want to learn no more European languages.
And sometimes, like you, a group of Namibians, you are somewhere overseas. Now, both of us or this group, we have to communicate English. Like with another bamboo, because I don't even understand Oshiwambo, and because they don't understand Oshiwambo. We are from the same country, and we're there speaking English.
Same country, but you have to use another person.
Right? It shows how diverse we are as Africans.
Definitely.
Like, I'm taking away the oppression because I'm no longer a slave. Like, I don't care if your language is, as a Caucasian man, is English. But if that's the language that I know how to speak, and if that's the language that a lot of other African countries know how to speak, then let's communicate in English. But then for you to force Swahili off on me, because of what? Because it's spoken in like 7 African countries?
Forcing, actually, and it's not
It will become a force if it becomes like the only means of communication within
The
African
continents, but I don't. But I don't think it would be the only means.
Yeah, communicate in English if you want. Yeah.
Okay, then why implement it as a means of communication?
You are
Just
expired, outdated.
Ourselves.
Exactly.
You identify as like Swahili.
As an African, speaking of African language.
Africa.
But that's the beauty of Africa. You wanna bring it down to one language.
No, brother, no. Okay, y'all tell me if I'm wrong. I think it's like
It can't be happen. No
Yes.
matter what, it can't be happen to bring Africa as a one language.
Exactly.
You don't know that?
Hello.
It will be forced.
You don't know that?
Brother, let me tell you one thing. Yeah?
Yeah.
We are
Here we are.
51,
And remember,
51 countries from Africa. Yeah, 51.
I think it's 54 or 55, something like that.
Okay, doesn't matter what.
Okay.
It's in the 50s, yeah.
Yeah.
As long as I know my history,
True.
that thing won't happen.
Shouldn't.
Can I ask you one thing?
Go ahead.
Who is that union who want to reunite us? As I ask you, who is that one?
It's been several people. Haile Selassie tried to do it. The Emperor of Ethiopia.
Of course.
Kwame Nkrumah tried to do it. Technically, you could say Gaddafi.
Oh no, don't say technical.
As I said, technically, man,
That's not technical.
that was more so money, not the language, but
Gaddafi was the last
even,
one.
Even African, you have different unions.
true.
Exactly. You can't say that Africa must be united. No.
Yeah, I'm also against African.
You don't want Africa to be united?
Irrespective of
Why
different
not?
languages,
I'll
that's
show
why we
you
have
why.
that
I'll tell you why.
Pan-Africanism.
Yes.
You know, that brotherhood and that,
must
you
be,
know.
it must be.
Yeah, but the spirit of
It must be.
Ubuntu. Yeah.
But it will take
A lot of work and time, but it's possible.
and I also just want to state the example of Rwanda. Remember, they used to use French as official language until the current president decided, after having some issues with French people and stuff, we are switching to English. And they did. They have to change the whole curriculum.
Right.
Constitutions and everything.
So it's just a matter of
Can I intervene? Okay, it's cool. Was it last week or something like that? Yeah. It was not last week. It was before.
What happened?
They said Chinese must be the first language. How? Where?
In Namibia?
Yeah, that would make sense.
Yeah, that would be terrible. Nah, man, we don't need to speak that.
Yeah, but I heard something like that.
Yeah.
That would make more sense.
They want to put it in the curriculum, I think, because now there are a lot of like
But think for
Chinese
yourself,
people
how?
coming
not
to
the first
Namibia.
language though.
But we kind of getting off the point,
But no,
because
that's
the
not-
question was, if you don't want Swahili, if you could see Africa speaking one language,
What language?
and I don't mean, just for the record, we're not saying switch to Swahili and don't speak your language anymore.
Exactly.
We just saying this should be taught in the schools so that every African across the continent can communicate, can do business with each other. That's the point of it. But it's not in any way to erase your culture or your language. So if not Swahili, what language should we all speak? Well, I think you don't want any, because you said you don't want Africa united.
Yeah, no, I don't want Africa united.
So yeah, you're not gonna say any language then.
No, like maybe I should ask you, what do you mean when you say like Africa united? To say get rid of the borders and all those things?
No.
Okay, what do you mean then?
I'm
Because the
saying
language would not just replace
Because
English
we are
with
Swahili.
Why? And then Africa would be united.
Okay.
That's it.
No, I mean like.
And then Africa will be united just by replacing English and.
when I say united, I mean a language where all of us can speak to each other, even though you still have your own cultural language. I mean,
We're united with
the way Gaddafi, the one thing I did like about Gaddafi, as bad as he was in a lot of ways, he was trying to make the money backed by gold.
right.
American money ain't backed by gold.
The dinar away.
The European money ain't backed by gold. So that's part of why they got rid of Gaddafi, because they knew if we let him unify African money and have one currency on the continent that's actually backed by resources, the dollar will drop, the euro will drop, and Africa's dollar will be the strongest money probably in the world.
Geographically speaking, where's Gaddafi from? Geographic. Look at the geographics of Gaddafi. Where he's from. Look at the resources that
I
he
think
has.
I know where he goes.
Gaddafi only has natural resources in the sense of like mining. Without that, what would happen? Everything was import.
But the whole continent, what you mean? Africa is the richest continent in the entire world.
100% correct. We understand that.
You got the most resource, so you naturally should be the richest
Yes.
place in the world. If you control all your resources, and that to me, bro, would be the goal of unity. No more are we gonna let the white people control the diamonds in South Africa. You all got all kind of precious stones here in Namibia, the oil, the gold, the coltan in the Congo. Like Africans need to control all of that. And one way to help that is for you all to be able to communicate with each other and do business with each other.
Exactly.
Language is not stopping us from communication.
You don't think so?
Let's be
You
honest.
don't think so?
It's not. It's politics. It's bigger than language. We have translators, bro.
I don't know
You think we're
that.
stopped by like a language?
I think that's one of the barriers. Yes.
No.
Politics is another one, but I think that's one
It's
of
the
them.
biggest one. Before we get to the language and trying to force Swahili on all Africans, we should.
He loves saying forcing it.
We are
Alright.
not this level.
we get a
We are embracing it. Yes. We are embracing our own.
Yeah, but
What you got against Swahili? That's the
I have
question,
nothing
man.
against Swahili, but I'm a proud Herero.
Okay.
So before I learn another man's language, why not him learn mine?
Because a lot of people know Swahili.
We're talking about 7 countries. Let's talk about them.
Where is Herero spoken?
Exactly.
Herero is spoken in Namibia.
And where else?
In Swahili, where
More meaning.
where you were counting.
If you look at the more, if you like being technical with it, and then you like look at more countries, then we have to speak a different language that's spoken in.
We're not talking about the European language.
We don't want to
Why?
speak no more European languages. You keep saying forced. We've been forced to speak European languages. French, English.
You want to force. a
We're
different
not
type of
forcing
force just because
nobody,
it's from Africa. Now
man.
it's-
We're encouraging it. That's a better word.
I don't want to learn Swahili. I'm sorry. I don't want to teach
Hey,
my
well.
kids Swahili because like it doesn't make sense for me to speak Swahili. Now at this age, I have to learn another language.
It's fine for you. And what about your kids?
Right.
What about them? They will still survive. I
No,
survived
no,
without.
it's okay.
Come
Like
on,
when
you're
you're studying,
Recording.
I asked them, I said, can I record this? This is a good conversation.
It's the only language that at least a lot of
More like
I understand
Africans
that.
can speak.
100%. Those
So
are
if
facts.
that can be, used as a vehicle to just unite us, no problem.
I agree.
Yeah.
I just
And
believe
it's
that-
one of the easiest African languages I've learned so far.
I just don't believe that Swahili is a means of like uniting
And
us.
you're just kicking because you also want yours to, maybe.
He want Herero to be the language.
I know
Herero
Herero
is
cannot
very
never
close
be
to
there.
Swahili.
Mm.
Yeah, there
It's
are
a
some-
Bantu language.
Yeah.
Okay.
We understand some things how you.
So let me speak in Swahili. Let me see how much you understand then, man. Habari gani kaka?
Come again?
Habari gani kaka?
Okay, go.
Is that a
Proceed.
sentence? Or what is that?
I said, how are you doing, brother?
Okay, Kaka, Usha is brother.
Kaka's brother.
Oh,
Jina lango ni Raz. Jina lako ni nani?
my name is Raz.
Jina lako ni nani?
Gina Usha
Gina
na
is like
Ena.
Ena,
Mofestana. Gina for me in Herero will be Ena.
Name.
In Oshiwambo will be also Ena.
That's like name.
Yeah, name. Yeah.
Okay.
So yes.
So it would be easy for you then. He want to be difficult, man.
Yeah, he wants
He's
to
being
just
difficult.
He is, that's his middle name. Difficult.
I just don't believe like Swahili will unite Africa more than it's already united. If you show me how it will be able to unite us more than we're
Communicate and relate.
We won't
Yeah.
be able to show you.
No, we are in
Might
English,
be
but
done by
when you
that
are
time.
communicating in language that is originally yours, it actually cements your relationship more than just the English there.
Yes. And that's coming from a brother who.
It's like you can relate, you are an African.
When you
English
go to that
is
country
not
and
really
you
ours.
speak Swahili, like it will be like someone will look at
I
you
mean,
like,
if you-
there's that.
Why don't we keep
Wilma saw that when we went to the coast. The brother that I met, that I was speaking Swahili to. No, not your cousin. The guy that was selling stuff.
right?
And you was like, oh, he seemed so happy when he met you because I was speaking Swahili to him. It's like that connected me to him much more than the English that he understood. So that's better to me.
A lot of things.
Yeah.
Found a lot of things
I
that
heard a
we
lot of stories like
oppressing
the
us.
same way.
You know?
Way, like, I heard a story
One of them being
a man lived in the US.
other languages
One
that
time
doesn't
he was
belong
walking
to
in
us.
town.
It doesn't mean
Then
like if you
like
can
a
speak
woman tripped
English,
and insulted
then
him.
it must be acceptable.
I was like, I gotta find out.
Yeah, my people, man. Facts, man. That's a good feeling, bro.
I've been in the US for so long. Here's someone.
You miss it. That's what it's a good feeling,
Even
man.
though the person insulted, you're just like,
Hey, that's funny. I didn't think about that. Even the insult sounded good, so that's
Then
funny.
if it's there's no any other language that comes.
Nah,
They broke it off.
that's real.
It's working. It's not broke. Why would you want to fix it?
Come on.
Is it not broke?
It is some things that are broken,
Very
bro.
dangerous. So you want to tell us that if we are being oppressed, as long as we are eating, it's fine?
I don't
Because
see
it's
how.
why fix
Shout
it?
out to the
It's not-
queen.
I don't see how Swahili will liberate us from oppression. What oppression is this?
It's not liberating.
What
it will
oppression?
enhance.
Yes.
What oppression?
Yes.
We just talked about it. Who controls the resources? Who
But then the
who
language
controls the
doesn't
economy?
emancipate you. That's what I'm saying.
That's
The
one
language
way to
doesn't
emancipate you, brother.
No, it's not.
There are a
Because
lot of ways to emancipate you.
I understand, but it's not the most pressing one. It's not the most pressing one. And now a lot of people are like stuck up with this Swahili thing. There are better things to talk
So
about. than
so
Swahili,
what's
man.
the most important element of change to you then?
Sorry, sometimes my passion.
It's cool, it's cool. But if it's not language, what you think is the thing that's the most important? Politics?
Politics.
But how can we communicate to fix the politics if we can't talk to each other?
Can we communicate in such a way that the other people cannot really understand and steal our ideas?
Exactly.
If we don't have
Let's start
one
here as
language that
Africans.
will reunite us.
Before I go to Africa, let's start in Namibia.
yeah, okay.
What our problem is in Namibia. The mere fact that we don't have land for Africans. The mere fact that, a lot of land, private land, is still not owned by Africans.
Exactly.
Right? Those are the problems that we have to talk about before we even consider Swahili and any other silly thing.
Even Swahili, why is Swahili here? What? It doesn't make sense.
What business does it have in Namibia?
Doesn't even make sense.
These the Swahili haters right here in the circle,
I don't
man.
hate Swahili. It's just
I'm messing with you. I'm
I
messing with you.
understand.
I mean, it doesn't make sense here.
No, we are talking about Africans. Are we talking about Namibians or Africans? We can be. If you want to just
Before we
divide it around Africa, Namibia, then it's something else. You can talk about land, but if you want to really maximize it to, an African issue, you can't just talk about Namibia.
Exactly.
I hear what you.
We can't liberate ourselves without the help of our brethren.
Facts.
That's the thing.
Facts.
The language will give
If
us
we
that.
need to enhance that,
Shout out to the queen again. She dropping jewels in this conversation, man.
100% correct. Like, I can't pronounce the word, man. It's alright.
What?
Is it the attacks from foreigners? What do you call it?
A what?
Attacks from
xenophobia.
xenophobia, colonization.
Xenophobic attacks?
Yeah.
Okay. Against who is it?
What you saying in Namibia?
No. In South Africa. Against who is it?
It's
Or in
against other.
African
It's against
countries?
other Africans.
Okay, why?
You want my opinion on it?
I'm telling you why. It's because Africans hate other Africans. There's a lot of European or people from Europe in Africa that are illegal,
But who's
that are mining.
instigating that?
But it's because we have problems like Swahili being the African language that we have those problems in South Africa where we are beating our own brothers. But we're still worried about the language that we're speaking,
who
but
is
you
the
can't recognize
instigator?
another black man as another black man. Emancipate yourself before you want to learn another language. That's all I'm saying. It's bigger than that. It's not. It's not. It's not because you can see my. Sorry, man. I can't speak this thing, so that's why I don't want to talk. I get
Passionate. It's just passion, Yeah.
Because I don't understand if you can see.
Nah, it's passion. It's cool.
You can see that this person is black, but you want to hear the Swahili that he's saying for you to recognize it's your brother or your sister.
It's not to recognize, just to communicate with them.
Okay, sharp. But you can see this person is from Ethiopia, or he's from Mali, or from the northern countries in South Africa. But you still you want to kill him because he's not from South Africa.
Don't even
You
take
can see it.
Even take Angola.
Or even Angolians here in Namibia.
Yes. My problem is that who
What
is
is the issue?
instigating us to hate each other?
Exactly, man.
Who is in? You must go to the root cause.
Yeah.
Because you know,
Okay, let's
there's
follow the root
someone
cause,
there who's whispering in this one's ear and this in this one,
basically
and then
what they say-
and then,
what they-
and then
what they
stand
do,
back
like,
and see.
in the war.
Yeah, and then
Who
stand back
teaches
and see.
Africans to hate
Exactly.
other Africans
Yeah.
and blame all their problems on other Africans?
Because
It's Africans.
It's not Africans.
Yeah.
It's the people in control in South Africa who are
Let me
not
tell you-
African.
Let me tell you one thing, man. As a child, man, you are a child, you fall under your mother's house, right? And then you grow to a certain age. You can't blame what your mother didn't teach you. At some point, you have to establish your own house.
That's a fact.
That's a problem with Africans, right?
Yes.
On that they mentality to say like it's still the Boers, it's still the white people. White people have nothing against you.
I disagree. I disagree. And I think everybody else seems to disagree too with that one, man.
What he said.
Just
listen to him.
I heard what he said.
Not actively.
I don't agree with that.
100%. Not actively. Not a lot of white people are out there to pull you down.
I don't agree with
Not
that,
actively,
brother.
not on the forefront of it. Maybe politically and social, economically, yes, they'll pull you down. But not actively now. When did a white person pull you down as an African?
You
right now?
just said it. I learned that in school. They said Sprite, social, political, religious, intellectual, technologically, and economically. That is how the devil works to keep us down in all of those areas of life.
Okay.
So that's how they are directly affecting us and oppressing us to this day, my brother. The fact, go ahead. Oh my God, we not finna.
No.
So the fact that even as an American, I recognize my privilege, which I enjoy it. I'm happy that I'm able to travel as freely as I can, but it really upsets me when I meet Africans who are really good people and they have all of these restrictions on traveling. They have all of these issues with getting visas. They get denied left and right for no good reason. They don't get their money refunded to them. That is not fair. That's one of the many ways that they oppress Africans to this day, my brother.
Why is that?
Because they don't want you all to be able to
Okay,
travel
but
freely.
who's that? Who's the lady or the man who's sitting in control in your native country in Africa who's responsible to let the white man in without a visa, but you can't get out?
Hey, I agree with you on that. I agree with you on that.
It's a black woman.
But we talking
your
about,
weakness.
we also
You are
talking
weak.
about not only them allowing white people in your country, but white people allowing you to go to their country.
Why don't
Because
we stop
they
them?
can come here freely,
Right?
Yes.
but they don't let you go there freely.
That's our weakness. To let them in freely. It has nothing to do with them.
No, it does have something to do with them because it should be reciprocal.
But they
If you able to come here freely, we should be able to go there freely.
don't.
And
So-
if we can't go there freely, you shouldn't be allowed to come here freely then.
Yeah, 100%.
That's how it should be in my opinion. Even though I would suffer because I wouldn't be able to travel it free, but that would be fair.
Yes. And so us
From my
also,
side
we
of
should-
view, from my side of view, I knew. First time it was Germany,
Okay.
and I go through.
Alright.
Yes. England, I don't have a problem with them. England, you go without visa.
But ain't they about to change that?
Listen,
Ain't they changing that though?
Can I?
Yeah.
Can I?
Previously, yes, but
Yes.
not now.
Can I?
Okay.
You just go through without even just your passport. Okay, sure. Germany, it's an issue. America, your country, I don't know. Cause I think you are.
It's
not
an issue. It's
cause,
trash.
Listen, cause I think you are not. You are not from Africa. Cause you are black. You are from Africa.
I'm definitely from
Okay,
Africa,
fine.
but I was born over
America and then Asia.
there. Asia.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So those are the most
That's
troubled.
the most troubles
Yeah.
comes from. Especially me and you. We are black.
So I think that means
We are not discriminate, but we are black.
right.
Yes. Okay.
So I made my point. I think it should be equal then.
should be. But also, you can't bring another man to regulate your house.
Yeah.
Right? Another man can't come to your house and tell you like, I will go in without a visa.
Yeah.
It should come from you to say, brother, I'm not
Sweetheart,
letting you into my
this
house.
This is a system. When you're talking about another man invading your space, that's if you started the house. But another man started it. You know, we are trying to liberate ourselves.
Who created the Namibian border in the first place?
Understand?
You know what I'm saying?
If that is
the
your
problem does
argument.
not start today. These things is coming a long way.
Right.
Yeah.
That the argument with that is like, if that
So
is
to
your
lift that yoke from our shoulder,
Yeah.
it's taking decades. Maybe our grandkids will get it right.
Right.
But we are still
shouldn't.
struggling. It's like you are digging and you
Mugabe
are digging
showed us it
to get
shouldn't.
to the gold.
Mugabe showed us it shouldn't. It's your house. It was someone else's house, but you're in it now, so it becomes your house. It's your rules. Mugabe showed us.
But Mugabe example
But
is
left
a good
us-
one.
left us
and
worse off.
how did they treat Mugabe? The
Who's they?
sanctions.
Okay,
The system that is in place.
Facts.
Beautiful point. My question is, when they sanctioned Mugabe, what did SADC do? They did nothing, and that's the problem.
Why?
And that's,
Why?
Why is it?
There's even a question mark. Why?
That's the problem.
There's even a question mark. Why?
No,
And
sometimes
Even if they want to help him
sometimes you don't
deep
need
down, they know that if
Sometimes
I
you don't need
go
to
with this
hit
brother,
back.
I'm gonna lose more.
Yeah, no, no.
Yeah. Now I'm a target.
Yeah, now I'm a target.
Sometimes you don't need to fight like with your
Physical,
fists.
yeah.
You have to strategically
Facts.
try to maneuver over time. Mugabe showed you the way and left you worse off. Mugabe was already accusing Mandela of, the guy with the quotes and his people doesn't have, or his people doesn't have land. But Mandela was trying to strategize as to how I should leave my people in a position to continue liberating themselves without having those sanctions and without having their economy going down down the hill. So sometimes it's not why didn't they respond?
100%.
You respond, you stay in the dark.
Let me tell you the fun fact about Mandela's strategy as of yet. Without land, you can't have wealth.
True.
And as of yet, Mandela's people, the black people in South Africa, still do not have the land that Mandela fought for, whatever our people fought for. At some point, we would have to follow Mugabe's example. Because after the sanction has been lifted now from the US, his ideology is a success. It's a success now. Because now the Zim dollar is coming up. And what will happen after that? Investors are pouring in.
Exactly.
And then after that is like the black people got their land back. So the ideology of Mugabe now is a success. That's the thing. Like for me, it's not a matter of white and black. It's okay. I'll work with the white man if you will share the land with me because it's my land.
I'm not sharing my land with no white man. You don't belong here. Go back to Europe.
But that's, I don't know. I don't agree with that.
Hey, what? We don't have to agree, my brother. I respect your opinion, but in my opinion, the history of white people in Africa alone tells me they should not be here like that. Or if they are here, they should be here as humble visitors.
He believes that whites are better than us, and he can't live without them.
No, I don't believe that.
I don't think that's what he's saying.
I don't believe that at all.
So what capacity should white people be in Africa then?
They're Africans.
White
What?
and blacks together.
They're African. They are white people that were born in Africa. Where do you want to send
God,
them
man. Those are not Africans,
to?
brother.
It's the same thing that I would tell a black African to come back home. Where would you go?
Black American.
Those are the descendants of the colonizers.
100%.
So they're not Africans.
And then, did you guys consider what Africans think about them coming to Africa?
I think they won't like it unless we come with opportunity or ready to do business.
Will you give that we don't already have?
But where do we belong? I mean, if you
Do you understand?
I do, but I don't agree with that
I hear what you're
because it's a
saying.
lot of Africans who do need opportunity and do need jobs and do need
But then
help.
what opportunity will you give that we don't already have?
Some of us can come with our income from America
Okay.
and our training from America and implement it here.
Training in terms of what? Agriculture?
In terms of whatever our specialty is, whatever our skill
that
is.
side.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of specialties that you guys have that we don't already have.
I'm not saying
That we
you
can't
don't
use.
have it.
No, because a lot of people will come with specialties, but then it's specialties that we already have.
I'm not saying you don't have them.
that we already have through the whites or through blacks.
Doesn't matter through what, because a lot of white people got where they are through black people. So I will get where I am through a white person also. I don't mind.
That's what I'm saying. The guy wants the
Yeah.
whites to have. The guy wants the whites to have their cake and eat it too.
I'm not
Facts.
saying, yeah, of course. There's a lot of
Why
white
would you
people in
want that
America.
though?
Now, where do we belong?
Then my
they
question
have
is-
their own destiny.
Exactly.
And we still have to share with them.
These people are born in Africa. There's a lot of white Africans that are born in Africa. Where do you want them to go?
To go back to Europe where they came from.
Europe where?
Their original country.
And then what will happen to the black African Americans in the States?
Alright, nice meeting you.
It was a pleasure.
Yeah. Alright, my brother here, man.
Oh, okay.
That was a good conversation, man. I'm glad y'all let me record some of that. Yeah, that was good.
I don't know if you were playing, but
I'm not playing, but we don't want them out. We just want what's ours.
True.